All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, set, 60 outlaw. I'm coming. Go. I got motion man, me. Hey, foxtrot. Topper.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, let go. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Check, 53 is mine. All you get is a header.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
First down, Redskins.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Wood.
53 is the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. 53. Go.
Mike, 50.
5.
Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
52.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
A run for Nick Chubb. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
He had no sign of him cooling down at all.
From midfield, here's Carr.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
That'll be caught by Cup. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Powers through him. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Succa, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, orbit. Get it.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Yes, yes.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got you.
Go, go.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He uncorks it for Snead. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Go, Chief.
55 Mike, guys.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
53's the Mike. 50.
Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Go. Bravo. Ready?
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants whip the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Flush to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is Jeff Janis. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
8 read. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 9. Now. Hey, dude. Line 55. You gonna get this boy? Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Go. Motion. Hey, Charlie.
53, check 53.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Squeeze, double.
To throw his car. Ooh, the juke. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check down. 180. Check 50. White. I'm about to take you to school. You gonna take.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Comes to me, it's me.
A give running right is Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
180. We're good. 180.
Watch it.
Right down.
Safety's creeping.
On first down, Carr. Escaping the and a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On play action, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point good by Prater. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
One, later one.
Turn up.
Have me.
Rush in, rush in.
On the ground, it's Chubb.
Next time, son.
And shutting him off, now open field. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20, this one over 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 38. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30. Past the 20. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? And now look at him go. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike, 53.
Hey, Delta.
Mike. Tackles. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Go.
Here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
60 Pittsburgh.
53, Mike. You must be dreaming.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, echo.
Mike, 53. Mike. Ricky.
Get it.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill going deep here for Bryant. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. You can't block me. Tight dog. Hey, watch it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill looking for Sanders. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run. Chubb. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Nick Chubb, 34 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns, also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, Haywood.
53 is the mark.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Set 70, Indy. Yeah.
switch. 55's my guy, 55.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. We ain't giving him nothing today. Mike, bye-bye.
Ready?
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Let's go.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Five.
On first down, Thompson. And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And the Redskin first down.
Ready?
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Get that ball.
Yep.
Get that ball.
Hey, Alpha.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Stay with your man. Mike, 53.
Tannehill now to throw. It's caught by Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Tannehill now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bell, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Undercut.
Again, it's Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
We won now.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, team 6.
Mike 55. Hey.
Let's go.
Here's Tannehill. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watching the grind. Watch the slant.
To Thompson on the draw. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Tannehill. Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Go, go.
Mike, 53, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
All day, baby, all day. Watch twist. OP.
Alert 3.
Now Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a giant 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Carr. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing now is Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Kill. Go.
Carr. He'll get this one to Galladay. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with the rain. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down, Washington.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Check nickel.
They'll give this to Bell running right. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
The 37-yard line.
Ready?
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check.
Shit! Watch the shit! Look at me. Zipper! Hey, exit.
53's Mike.
Ready?
On 2nd down now. It's Thompson.
Come on.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's got Burton here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
First down.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Mike, they're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Go.
They're still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, Charlie.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I want that. Give me that.
Let's go.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Got it. 22 jet bomber.
Here we go. Check. First down.
Yep. Hey, high 7.
Let's go. And we got Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike, 53. Three bud. 53's the mic.
Back to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Now! Hey, box truck.
53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Hey, let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball right here.
Let's go.
They snap it to Tannehill, and that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Hey, let's pin the mirror.
You're mine.
Check 13. Check 13.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.